Hello everyone, I am Sightless Combat, award-winning multi-credited accessibility consultant and gamer without sight, and I am pleased to report, after a while of waiting, trying things out and writing things up, that's the God of War Ragnarok guide for gamers without sight, co-written by me and the wonderful SLJ, alongside additional contributions from the amazing Mila Pavlin, has a new update. What does this update include? Well, amongst other things, it includes new side quests that have been documented, some very early on in the game and a couple of others that you have to wait a little later for. Specifically, this includes the Alfheim arc, as I normally term it, which are Secret of the Sands, Song of the Sands, and the Elven Sanctum. 3 really cool quests that can lead into each other if you do them in a certain order, and they really work well. It's good fun to finally be able to have those fully documented as best we could. And equally as well, I have an update for those of you who are fans of upping the challenge that you find in your video games. For those of you who may remember reading the original versions of the guide before these updates and others as well, you might remember that we recommended you play on Give Me Story or Give Me Grace, the 2 lowest difficulties. That's not a bad thing. There is no judgment from us as to what difficulty you play on. There should be no judgment on difficulty, but again, we're not going to get into that here as a topic of discussion. Now, as of a very recent playthrough that I was doing to try and double check what optimizations I could and make sure that things were as streamlined as they could be, I actually did a run on Give Me Balance, the default difficulty that you land on when you go to start a new game. I am very pleased to report and excited to say that Give Me Balance is not only viable, but it is viable with the Dauntless Shield. Now, those of you that don't remember, the Dauntless Shield is the shield that is designed for parries. Now, parries are tricky in God of War Ragnarok at the best of times, sometimes impossible due to regular attacks not having an audio cue, but I have completed the main story and numerous side quests just with the Dauntless Shield. No shield changes needed. The only time I did change shields was against an optional boss that you encounter much later during the For Vanaheim quest. Now, with that being said, it is not necessarily an easy run. After all, it is not the easiest difficulty or even the second easiest, but it was a lot of fun and amazing to see that the optimizations we've done and the various quests we've written up over the duration of this project have actually allowed me and other players as well, of course, to become more powerful than they could possibly imagine. And as you've probably realized in the background of this video, part of the test of this theory as to whether balanced was a viable difficulty choice came when I fought the ever-present berserker Hardrafel the Callous, who I always fight during these runs, as a kind of build check to see if what I've managed to accumulate so far is actually viable for other harder fights that may happen later. Even though this kind of serves as a death montage, from what you may have already seen, the fact of the matter is, this fight is doable, and so are numerous other ones, even if they take a few more tries than they would have otherwise done on lower difficulty settings. Now, as you can probably imagine, this won't be the only time I play through the game unbalanced, partly because I want to see what else is viable, if any other interesting things crop up as I play through that I haven't figured out yet, or if I can get any of the trickier fights that occur later in the game to be even more optimally set up in the first place. But I am also looking forward to a more accessible 2025 and beyond when it comes to game releases, particularly in terms of titles that I can play without the need for any additional sighted assistance at any point. And of course, if you want to know what RNIB is doing in the gaming space, including providing information on such releases, you can go to rnib.in/designforeverygamer or send any related questions to gaming@rnib.org.uk. Now, without further ado, I want to show you the partial end result of this Give Me Balance run that I played through recently and had a lot of fun going through. So as I say, I am Sightless Combat. Have a great rest of the day, whatever time it is in your part of the world, whatever time it is where you are. Stay safe, take care, and I look forward to seeing you all on the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things really help. I will also say, here is the final fight between me and Hardrafel the Callous on Give Me Balance in God of War Ragnarok.
Hardrafel the Callous! For the king! Triple Bolt's gone! Fall before me! Tremble, false god! Fall before me! Tremble, false god! Weak godling! Fall before me! Tremble, false god! I felt that one, Fall before me! Behind you! Look out! Ready yourself, worm! Tremble, false god! Fall before me!
Incoming! Back here!
Tremble, false god!